So on to a little more general question. You know, we are in the world of marketing and advertising, and you and your co-founder, both women, it's wonderful. Anything that you'd like to comment on about what's going on in advertising? And I mean, I'd love to see more and more women involved at your level, at the top. It's not enough.
Thank you. Yeah, you know, and I started my career in advertising. I was actually a very junior copywriter at McCann Erickson right out of college. Yeah, and it was an incredible place to learn. You know, I think being a creative, you know, and having to work on a bunch of different clients, you know, essentially what you're doing is getting like a very abbreviated MBA. You're learning how different businesses operate and what makes them tick and what ultimately, you know, affects their bottom line, so that you can write advertising that will get them there. Or at least that's how I took it. And you know, I see the difference between then and now, and you know, RGA is an incredible agency and investor of ours. So we really sort of we see their commitment to female founders with their venture arm. I think, you know, I think being an entrepreneur, you kind of have to be optimistic almost to a fault. And so, yeah, so when I look at the gender divide, I see a big opportunity there, because if you think about it, the market is 50% female, but the people that are, you know, building and creating for that market certainly aren't. So if you are a woman, the likelihood that you have a more powerful idea, you know, that can service that underserved market share is pretty high. It's
pretty high, given the context, absolutely.
Exactly. So people like you that realize that power, I mean, it's just, you have a leg up already. There's a tremendous power in that. And I'm also Latina, so like, I'm kind of double whammy of weirdness in this industry. So.
And wonderfulness.
Thank you. You're right.
Well, how can people find out and those secret stories, and how can they reach you, and what's the best place to find Clara online?
Yeah, so I'm Clara de Soto. You can email me at clara@reply.ai. I'm also on Twitter as Claradactyl.
Which is really cool. You can see, let's talk about you like Star Wars a little bit, right?
Yeah, I'm a little bit. I'm a big fan, huge. Actually, if you Google Comic-Con Bachelorette, there's a BuzzFeed article that documents my bachelorette.
That's it, 2 words, and it's
I don't know if there are many others.
Yeah, right. Not a lot of competition. Awesome.
Yeah, and you know, any agency, we're big into, you know, giving sandbox accounts. If you're interested in exploring the chatbot space,
I highly recommend.
Yeah, totally.
Clara, thanks so much. This has been awesome.
Kevin, thank you for having me. This has just been such a pleasure, and again, it's my favorite thing to talk about. So happy to do so anytime.
We'll see you again soon.
Awesome.
Thanks, everybody.